Anytime you scroll online these days, everyone seems to have the perfect financial advice about making more money. Earn more, work harder, hustle harder. And then, somehow, you'll be rich and happy. Sounds simple, right? Even with 6 figures, some people feel broke, stressed, or trapped. Here's why earning more doesn't always make you feel rich. In this video, I'm going to walk through 10 reasons why making more money doesn't always make you feel wealthy and what you can actually do to feel rich, regardless of your income. Stick around until the end. You might be surprised by some of these points. And before we dive in, comment below if you've ever felt that even with a bigger paycheck, you still don't feel wealthy. Be honest. 10. Lifestyle inflation sneaks up on you. One of the biggest reasons people never feel rich is lifestyle inflation. This happens when your spending rises as your income rises. You get a raise, you buy a nicer car. You get promoted, and suddenly your rent, groceries, and outings increase to match. The problem? Your lifestyle grows at the same rate as your income, or even faster, so it feels like you're never really ahead. Many people think, if I just made $10,000 more, I'd feel comfortable. But in reality, your comfort level keeps moving. The money comes in, and just as quickly, it goes out. What you can do instead, set a baseline lifestyle and stick to it, even as your income grows. Save or invest the extra money. That way, you actually start building wealth instead of just a fancier version of being broke. 9. Comparison trap. Another big factor is comparison. Social media, friends, neighbors, all of these constantly remind you of what other people have. Suddenly, your income feels small compared to theirs, even if it's higher than your past years. The reason this is harmful is that you're measuring your wealth against someone else's life, not your own. That constant comparison creates a sense of lack and dissatisfaction. What you should do instead, focus on your own progress. Track your savings, investments, and financial goals. Celebrate your wins instead of comparing your bank account to someone else's highlight reel. 8. Debt can eat up your paycheck. You might make more money, but if your debt grows at the same pace, or faster, it can feel like you're running on a treadmill. High-interest credit cards, loans, and mortgages can make even a 6-figure salary feel tight. Many people think, if I just earn more, I can pay it off later. But the truth is, debt often grows faster than income, especially when interest rates are high or minimum payments don't cover much. What you should do instead, prioritize paying down high-interest debt first. Then, treat low-interest, strategic debt wisely. This gives you real breathing room and a sense of financial freedom. 7. Not feeling in control of your money. Earning more won't help if you never feel in control of your finances. You could have multiple income streams, but if you're always worried about bills, taxes, or unexpected expenses, you'll feel stressed no matter what. The psychology here is simple. Financial control equals confidence. People who feel rich aren't necessarily the ones with the highest income, they're the ones who know exactly where every dollar is going. What you should do instead, create a simple, realistic budget or spending plan. Track money in and money out. Once you feel in control, even modest earnings can feel like wealth. 6. You're not investing in yourself. A lot of people earn more money but spend it on things that don't truly improve their life or skills. Cars, gadgets, fancy dinners, they feel like rewards, but they don't create long-term value or fulfillment. When income grows but your personal growth doesn't, you can feel stuck or unfulfilled. The mind starts craving more, but satisfaction never comes. What you should do instead, invest in yourself, skills, health, learning, and experiences. These investments pay dividends in confidence, opportunities, and genuine life satisfaction. 5. Instant gratification versus long-term planning. We live in a world of instant gratification. When you get a raise, it's tempting to spend it immediately on things that give a short-term thrill. But that feeling fades quickly. Even if your paycheck grows, if your focus is only on immediate pleasure, you never feel wealthy. True richness comes from building something that lasts, a sense of security, a growing investment portfolio, or a lifestyle that aligns with your values. What you should do instead, automate savings and investments. Pay yourself first. That way, your money is working for you, not just vanishing in a weekend shopping spree. 4. Emotional spending blocks satisfaction. Some people earn more money, but their mind doesn't allow them to feel satisfied because of emotional spending. Stress, insecurity, or fear can cause people to spend as soon as they make money, often in ways that don't bring lasting happiness. The psychology behind this is powerful. Spending can temporarily feel like control or comfort, but it rarely solves the root issue of emotional dissatisfaction. What you should do instead: recognize your triggers. Before you spend, ask, does this align with my long-term goals? Small steps, like mindful spending and intentional budgeting, can make a big difference. 3. You ignore the psychology of wealth. Earning more doesn't automatically change your money mindset. Many smart, high-income earners still think like they're broke. They worry constantly, feel guilty about spending, or fear financial instability. Psychology plays a huge role in feeling wealthy. Without a mindset shift, the extra dollars just increase stress, expectations, and pressure. What you should do instead: develop a healthy relationship with money. Focus on gratitude, abundance, and tracking progress rather than obsessing over what you don't have. Feeling rich is more about mindset than income. 2. You don't separate needs versus wants. When your income increases, it's easy to confuse wants with needs. That bigger salary becomes a justification to upgrade everything: house, car, vacations, and lifestyle. The issue: you end up living paycheck to paycheck at a higher level. Your needs may be fully covered, but the endless wants prevent you from feeling wealthy. What you should do instead: clearly define your needs and priorities. Spend on what matters most and save or invest the rest. That sense of security and intentionality is what truly makes people feel rich. 1. True wealth comes from freedom, not numbers. The number one reason people don't feel rich, even with a high income, is that wealth isn't just a number in your bank account. Real richness comes from freedom. Freedom to choose how you spend your time, freedom from constant stress, and freedom to do things that truly matter to you. You could have $1 million in the bank, but if you're stressed, chained to a job, or constantly anxious about bills, you don't feel wealthy. Conversely, someone with modest income but smart habits, low stress, and financial control often feels rich every single day. What you should do instead: focus on freedom and intentional living. Build habits that give you time, peace of mind, and choices. Track progress, invest consistently, control lifestyle inflation, and build wealth slowly. That's the real path to feeling rich. So there you have it: 10 reasons why making more money doesn't automatically make you feel rich. Money alone is not the key to happiness. Feeling rich is about control, mindset, habits, and freedom. The sooner you start thinking about wealth this way, the sooner your income will actually feel like progress instead of pressure. If you found this helpful, drop a like below and hit that subscribe button. I post videos just like this one to help you take control of your finances, build real wealth, and feel rich at every stage of life.